Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of Software Inc. Last episode, guys, it felt like I hit the jackpot. We created Photoshop 3 and it is done better than we could ever have imagined. I've now got 21 million in the bank. It's selling like hotcakes. The sales have dipped since the previous month, but I'm going to assume that's due to the fact that we probably need to do an update to kind of increase its longevity. Now, I asked you guys last episode, should we move to a new office? And by that, what I mean is, do I rent or do I build? It was almost split 50-50 down the middle where I should rent. Some people want me to rent so I can kind of save up my money to kind of do something bigger and better in the long run. Some people want me to build my own office so it gives me more freedom to kind of take the company down different tracks. Some people said building obviously will be a bit cheaper. I don't know how much cheaper it's going to be because, you know, it depends on how crazy I do build, right? Who knows? Who knows? But I've made the decision, as everyone gets to work right now, we're going to build our own office. Now, there's a lot of stuff that we've got to do, a lot of stuff that I want to kind of implement within our brand new office. I want to set up dedicated teams for us creating software. I 100% want a dedicated kind of support team and marketing team as well. But all that stuff is not going to be cheap. Now, before we jump into it, guys, I just want to say if you are enjoying it so far, then make sure you smash that like button down below. If you're new here, make sure you do subscribe so you get notified when the next episode does come out. So, to move offices then, we literally, if I can remember how to do it, isn't it down here? Move company. Yes, this is it. Now, we have buildings that we could potentially rent out, and I have kind of buildings from previous save games and previous series that I did in the past. I don't want to do this. I feel like doing an empty plot of land is probably the best one for us. I could move to the city. I could move to a rural town. I could move to a town in general. There's a bunch of places I could pretty much go. The talent pool is low rurally. I can't even say them words. Internet provider is high for the cost. Utilities cost is background. It's a tough one. If I go for a city, the talent pool's high. Internet provider is low. Utilities are a lot lower as well, so I can save money in that sense. Plot cost when you expand is a lot higher. Beauty is low, traffic density is high, so there's a bunch of different stuff that you kind of gotta manage. I could go for the town, which then pretty much puts everything in the middle, but you never know. I could not stay. I'm gonna choose a city basically, but I could not stay in the city that long and eventually move. Maybe when I do want to go rural, you never know. So I'll pick city just for the sake of everything in terms of costs are going to be kind of low apart from the plots. Talent's going to be really good, so I can hopefully get some really good employees moving forward. So I'm kind of excited. Now, I take it this is what I've got to work with. Am I at like a floor above? I am, aren't I? There we go, ground zero. This is what I've got to work with. I could buy additional plots, so I could buy this area 140,000, which I'm going to buy. So I've then technically got both of those. And this is pretty much all I got. Now, this is small, granted. I could buy this and have a bigger space to work with. You know, there's ways in which we can kind of do this. I could buy this. But we can start here and we can build an office on multiple floors. And that will really work out for us. So there's car parking nearby anyway. So they'll use that in general, I believe, without me having to build a multi-story. I'm not going to have like a gazillion employees from the get-go. So it might be a small space. It's a lot bigger than the space that I just had. And I'm going to have the freedom to do pretty much what I want. So tasks then. We've got some tasks to apparently complete. Is this now because I own my own place? Is that what it is? So make 50,000 for contracts claimed. Buy your own plot of land. We can now claim that reward. And we will now unlock... Boom! Yay! I know. Okay, your company logo here. What is all this stuff? I don't know what this is. So, I'm kind of excited, to be honest with you. We need to start building. I'm going to put the main entrance here. Or do I pull it sideways on and be able to go, left and right? Probably a side on so I can go left and right, because otherwise it'll be a really, really skinny and long corridor, wouldn't it? Now, I gotta try and figure out the main points right now. So if I don't build right to the edge and I kind of leave a little bit of a space, what is the full distance? It is a 37. So a 18 by 18 would be a 16. 36. So we got that awkward number. So if I go, let's say I use this as my middle point. I'll go over by 2, and I'm going to come up by 5. Oh, and I'm doing a square, aren't I? If I do a 5 by 5, no, let's do a 6, 5 by 5 or 6. Let's go 5 by 5, and then that will be the main entrance to my office, my work area. We'll kind of create like a little kind of central section with some like elevators that will eventually go up. But if I set up my door, this is it right now, guys. This is the planning. This is literally the planning right now. I'm going to do a glass. Oh, hang on. I can't stagger it, can I? Ah, right. If I do a... Okay, it's now become a 6 by 6, guys. It's now become a 6 by 5, I should say. Merge the rooms. Put a beautiful glass door. That is the entry to my offices. Very good, Seniac. Very good. So, what is then the size going back? It is a 14. Now, what if I did a 12? So if I came here. Oh no, I can't do that, sorry, because I've got to do the spacing, don't I? So I know going back is an 8. So if I did a corridor by 3, so that'd be my middle corridor. Then if I had like another room at the back, I'll merge all this stuff anyway very soon. But if I had this corridor going down, and what's the full distance to there? Let's just say the 15. So if I come down by a 10, right, and then if I gave us a free gap there, so a 5 by something, that came down to here. Right, in my head, I've got a design. I'm going to try and work with this design and see what we can kind of come up with. So this, and this here, if I merge them, this becomes the corridor area as soon as you walk through the main entrance. I've got a couple of rooms right now. I don't know why I've done like a kind of a T there. I don't know if I'm going to split that into a separate room. I don't know if I can turn that into one room. I could do elevators at the very end to do kind of access to multiple floors a lot easier. Who knows? I mean, if I don't do anything here, I could just turn that into one big room anyway. No, I won't. We'll try and kind of have a little bit of freedom to walk around. Now, I don't know whether to kind of merge this into the same room as well, because it kind of is the corridor system, but I don't think I will. So I've got a decent sized room there. Maybe that's where I put my my main programming team. That's what we're going to have the most employees of to begin with. Artists, designers, maybe I can do a little bit of a kitchen here. And if I try and continue it this way, I don't know whether I'm going to do the same kind of design, but that's a 5 by 7. So if I do a 5 by 7 again, right, and actually, no. If I do that to a kitchen, I can do like an outdoor no, I can do an outdoor seating area here, which probably will be a lot nicer. And if I bring this maybe down a tad more, is that too long of a room, you reckon? Let's say I brought this to about here. So I'm going to do like a little bit of a design to the place. Merge this as one room. And then this becomes our outdoor area. So how do I do a rectangle outdoor area? Can I merge it like I was just doing with the rooms? So if I select you and you and then merge. Aha, that's our outdoor seating area for people to enjoy their lunch. Ah, which I might make this the kitchen then. Seeing as it's closer. Interesting. So I could do a one singular glass door here, and then I'll do like a double glass door just there, so they can walk from the kitchen into that place. I'm going to do normal doors to kind of, for the rest of the areas to walk into. Just because, I'll put this one up here. And I do a double door, but I do it like that. I'm not too sure about this T-junction. I really am not sure about it. Especially, I don't know whether I should merge this. Do you know what? I'm going to merge this room. There we go. I've done it now, guys. I've done it. Which then means, you know what? Oh, I don't know what I did then. But there we go. Merge. We've got this room. Which I can't really do the perfect door on it, but big room. Oh, maybe that could be for like production in the future. I don't know. This is me not knowing what I'm going to be doing. So I will build a second floor for now, just so I've got it in, because I won't build everything today, get it all in. It'll be a progression as time goes on. So elevators, big elevators. Do they cost us money to run? So this one has a capacity of 40, this bigger elevator. Holy moly. So I could place one there. So I've got multiple. These big elevators here have a capacity of 20. So, and also elevators are disabled during fires. So do you reckon I should do a staircase as well? Maybe, yeah. So if I do one elevator, I don't know if I want them right by the door now. You know what I mean? My ideas are going straight out the window. So, programming team, design team, artist team. I could make a bit of room here if I merge that into how I want it to, because I'm going to have like the reception area is going to be here anyway. Right, I've got the idea now. So I've gone over by 4, so cutting back by 4. This here, if I delete or dismantle that door, and then if I merge this room, can I freely build walls? Okay, no. So it's going to have to kind of be a room, isn't it? Right, that's okay, because I can use this room to do what I want to do. So if I had the elevator there, because it's going to be technically the quickest, I can't build this here. I take it I've got to build an upstairs before I can build that in. Okay, fair enough. And if I put the door there, so that'll be like our kind of central area where they go up and down between the floors. And then we'll have I'll have a singular door here into the next room. Right, this is my design to begin with, guys. Love it or like it, hate it or dislove it, I don't know. This is the beginning. I don't know why I didn't go right to the edge on this section, but I've done a 2 border there and a single border around here. It is what it is. Anyway, we are, it's actually quite dark as well, I just realized. But we'll kind of plan out the floor above. So if I just kind of go around the outline to begin with, and then we'll kind of then add to it as I need it, because I don't expect to be, like I said, placing everything in from the get-go. So does this mean I can then now place a stairwell in? So stairs, yes. And if I did it like that, on this floor going up, they appear, yeah, just there. So elevator would obviously go here. And then if I just build this room, is that how it goes? Oh, I just realized what I've done. It actually goes there. I'm hanging over by 1. I can't build walls inside walls. Right, there we go. I've got to technically delete this room. There we go. We're now in line. I thought something dodgy was going on then. So again, continuing to somewhat, in a certain extent, the same layout. There'll be obviously the room that goes there and whatnot. But there we go. That is how it's going to go down. We'll build upon this as we kind of tick along. But we have it kind of set up to how I want it. So this will be my... I'm going to turn that into my printing and production kind of room, where we have the printers and the storage of the crates when we eventually get it all set up. I'll have a programming team in here, design team in here, artist team in there. Or unless I put the artist team down here. Kitchen there. I'll do my marketing and support team in there. I'll put them as one singular team to begin with, maybe. And then we'll progress that way. And then we'll slowly start kind of expanding into kind of specialized areas and teams. So, okay, this is already pretty good. I need to then do the floors, don't I? And the designs of all of this. So, program team, can I already preempt a design? Oh, it's so dark. I need lighting. Where's my lighting option? Function. Is that lights in here? Yes. So, a lot of this stuff I haven't unlocked yet. I could buy these, but they kind of have a decreased effect on the environment. These aren't too bad. What else kind of hangs from the ceiling? These I don't unlock until the future, so I might just have to kind of stick to this. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if I do that, if I can select all 3 and then kind of clone them, right? Duplicate. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Doesn't quite work in there, but it's okay. And I'll place the rest manually. So in here, I can just literally go 1, 2. So if I do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should make this place nice and bright. Here we'll do 1, 2. I gotta put windows on the rooms as well. Can't forget that. And then in here, I don't really know how I'm gonna do this area. 1, 2. Oh, I forgot to hold down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we didn't really need those extra ones, but I threw them in anyway. So, right, windows to the rooms. So I could go for like a large window to do like a glass wall, which might kind of be cool. How about I just do this to there? So we have this kind of nice design. Oh, that would be kind of good to like also look out down there. There we go. We'll do double windows here. Okay, that's not bad. I won't do any windows to there because, again, I don't fully know what I'm going to be doing with it. But we've got these basic kind of room designs that I can place on them. So I could do a green one for this one. I don't know what color scheme to go with. So if anyone's got any ideas or suggestions, please let me know in the comment section down below. But that's apparently now my kitchen. And I'll do another red one here. Why not? I don't know. I don't know, guys. I mean, it's very basic stuff. I should really change the color myself, shouldn't I? So, walls. I could make... This is interior walls, by the way. I could change them, make them... I can make it white. Apply. I'm going to change this one from the red... or interior. From the red that it is. To maybe like a yellow. And you can apply textures to them as well, can't you? So interior, I can do like lines, I can do waves, that kind of pattern. That looks like it's not decorated. That's weird, isn't it? I'll go for this pattern. Why not? There we go. So good stuff already. It's 7 o'clock in the morning and we can't see a damn thing. Oh, we need to do the whole outside of the building. Can I select all the rooms together? And then Well, first things first. Exterior. Brick. Wooden slats. I kind of do like the idea of brick. And then the colours. Does that make it look like a brick building? For the exterior? Yes. Oh, I didn't do this. Interior. Oh, it's applied for everything. Hilarious. Right, I'm going to select these rooms real quick. Just go for the plain. Oh, no, brick. Plain interior. There we go. Has it done the same to the floor? Oh, I kind of want to cry. Right, texture, interior, no, floor, wooden floor, or that one, or this one. Okay, I'm going to go for that one, apply. Right, that is it, all good stuff. All good. So, I mean, we're not really going to see the walls often anyway, so it doesn't really matter on those. Hide the that stuff there. So we need to now place down everything that we would potentially need for our rooms. So I'm trying to think. Does it look weird, or is it just because there's no one's in here yet for lighting? It's probably that. So if I furnish then these rooms, and I was going to suggest maybe I go for them big boy desks again, which wouldn't be too bad. No, room, function, table. It would limit me to how many staff I can maybe potentially get into a room because I've gone double the size, but they are kind of handy. I got these like IKEA desks I can also throw in, which I might go for these. That's like, I could do one there. I could do corner desks. Now we're gonna go for them. A modern desk or these. Let me see what these IKEA desks kind of do for us anyway. Because what I can do anyway is I can create nice little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can have like 8 people in the room at once if it works out. So if I build this setup first, and this will be while I use. Can I hide the lighting? Oh, that's wicked. Yeah, let's go. So PC. Oh, we can upgrade the PCs by the way as well. So power environment. So maximum power. Night is computer. Noise. Wattage. What's better? Because I still feel like them ones. This here is the better one. Right, I'm going to go with that. What's the issue right now? Not enough ventilation. Oh, I've got to do all the ventilation stuff as well. Completely forgot about that. So if this is going to be my programmer's room, we need to handle the needs. So, not that type of needs. Productivity needs. We need a calculator for them there. And what else? What else will be good? A telephone, programming service, no. A graphics tablet might be good. An inbox, which is a generalization for everything else. We'll go with the inbox. Right, we'll get a nice little plant on the table. We'll give them a little bit of a lamp as well for a nice little room boost. And they're going to need a chair. So a nice ergonomical chair right now. And I'm thinking as well, where is it that we can place in the stuff to kind of divide the room? The room dividers. Am I just blind and cannot see it? Cubicle wall. So if I went bam, 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 I've kind of then created a little cubicle for the employee to sit down and be chilling. Be straight up chilling. So, if I then cloned all of this and then duplicated it, I could place one there. Right, I could... Oh, how would I do the other one? Well, I can do it like this. I could have... What? Oh no, I can only get 6 people in, not the how many I have 4. Now, this could be down to my issues. This is not the great working environment that I thought it would be. But there's 6 employees in there. No one's talking because of there's cubicle walls everywhere. But I don't know if that's a good idea or not. What do you guys reckon? Is that a good idea, or should I kind of scrap my idea of having this and maybe go back to smaller tables to fit more people in the room? Or do you reckon that will be a good way to do it? I don't know. I don't know. But I can get in some additional stuff for the productivity anyway. So function. I can get in the bookshelf here. It's kind of increase. Is it the education, the skill kind of stuff? It is, yeah. We need to get all the ventilation stuff into like the temperature regulators. So I could get in the radiator there. The AC. This ventilator will not function without a roof AC. Okay. Scrap that. I could put a ceiling fan in. An AC unit on the edge. But it does need someone to be able to reach it, right? Or is that good enough? That's good enough, apparently. Industrial ventilator there. Do I need another radiator? Radiator will not function without a gap. What radiator have I just put in before then? Oh, electric radiator. There we go. We now cover both aspects. Okay, delete this. Electric radiator. Is that right? Or do I only need... I think I only need one radiator, right? If I do cooling. Yeah, okay. So, that's all in. As confusing as that was for me right now, it's all kind of in. I can then do additional kind of decoration and room boosts. I could do nice little pictures on the wall. Stuff like that to kind of increase the room mood in many ways. What else could I put on the wall? Anything else that's going to be good? Hand soap. Yeah, I don't think that will go down well. A diamond acoustic panel. You know, just little big things to kind of increase it. But if I had that for my core team then, for my programmers, it shouldn't be too bad. I could replicate this in other rooms. But I like to know what you guys kind of think about that, doing it in that kind of system. Now, if I was to just kind of, would I say clone or copy? I mean, I know I've got to flip it around so it'll be kind of like a completely different design. But if I duplicate this and spin it around, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So it pretty much just flipped it all around. And this is without the cubicle walls. I feel like I don't think I like the cubicle walls. Select all that furniture. I'm going to delete them. So. I don't think I like them. And I think I'm going to, because it keeps the room nice and open. And we'll leave it like that. So this will be our artists then. So the calculator. If I select all the calculators in the room. Okay, maybe not all of them. Get rid of the inbox stuff. And then replace them. Replace furniture with a graphics tablet. Oh no, this is for the designers, isn't it? Is there one that improves the designers? Goes slightly up there with the designers on that. I mean, it's the graphics tablet, but it's more geared toward an artist. But there we go. There we go, mate. And then if oh, we got to the temperature. I'm literally about to forget the temperature stuff. So I need an AC unit connected here, and it's unable to be reached. Great, Seniac. You're doing a great job right now. Where did I put the other one then? There. Is that not the same? Okay, apparently it can be reached there. Oh, can I like stand over a table? Is that what it is? I'm going to assume that's what it is. And I put the radiator here. And the temperature regulators have been done. So if I then literally select all the furniture in this room. So select furniture types. And then if I duplicate them, because this room is pretty much the same. What can I get in? Space already occupied. Oh, is it the lights? So then duplicate this. So there we go. Aha. And then boom. Because I'll have artists in here. So the one thing they don't kind of bring in is the AC. So if I'm going to drop that just there. I then have my 3 rooms all set up for the programmers, the designers, and the artists. Now we'll get my support / marketing room up and running. We'll get the kitchen up and running, and then we'll move people in and then kind of figure out a game plan to where we would then want to pretty much take it. So I get rid of the lights there. So if I did the same thing again here, I'm just going to literally clone this. Duplicate, there we go. And I can do 1, 2. I'm sure eventually I'll figure out a better system. 3, 4. And if I really want to, I can do 1 here. There we go. So eventually I can figure out like some type of a better system to be able to kind of have everybody placed in and probably even get more people in the room. So temperature regulators are done there. That's for my programmers, support teams. So it'll be my marketers and my support staff for now until I eventually kind of create individual rooms for them. So they're going to want the phone, right, for the service. But then again, is it anything for marketers? Oh no, service covers all subcategories of so the marketers and the support, they all fall under service, don't they? Yeah. Right, okay then. So kitchen. So this will be like this kind of you go to room and then go kind of the canteen. Right, okay, we go kitchen then to begin with by the looks of it. So if I place in a refrigerator, there we go. We'll do our little corner desk. I'll do the kitchen sink. I think you've got to place the stove in first to then get this. Yeah. And then some blank counters. So if we ever have a hire a chef, he can place down all the kind of food stuff there. Place in the smoke detector or the fire alarm in case anything catches fire. Then which is the one for the canteen? Canteen here. So we need the serving trays, obviously, if we have delicious foods being cooked. Oh, what I could do for the kitchen is I can create like a little bit of like a, like a little island. There we go. It takes a while to rotate to how you want it. If I went one, bam, bam. Actually, not an island. If I did like a corner bit like that, and then both of these, if I move them, place them here instead, it kind of comes like the serving section, doesn't it? Or can I place this for this? Oh yes, it's gonna look good, this little area. So for the canteen, then we'll do. I don't know if to do seating here or just kind of keep all the seating outside. Probably keep all the seating outside, right? We'll set up then a vending machine. There we go. We're going to need a coffee machine. So I'll go espresso. How much can this hold? So refill is a lot higher. Oh, it still does 30, but it kind of gives an environmental boost and a quality boost as well. Is the thing for it. A mini fridge for... Right, okay, we're going to flip the machine over this way. Because I want to keep the kitchen... I want to keep a couple of counters in. Like that. Because what I can do now is I can have a mini fridge for people who do want to bring in their own food from home. We'll have an espresso machine. And I'm thinking... Yeah, we only need an espresso machine. It does 30 coffees, so I'll have 2 espresso machines. And we'll do a tables and chairs in here. Just like that, but then we'll have like a nice little outdoor area. So outdoors, this is pretty much what we want. Right, this is pretty much what we want. 1, 2, and if I go down here. Oh, these are. I was gonna say that. What's going on with this? But they are a 3x3. So if I do just 3 kind of benches there, that should be all the seating area we kind of need. I think we're good to go, right? Obviously, some of the rooms don't have the temperature regulators, like the kitchen doesn't right now, so probably going to have to sort that out. I think, and obviously this area as well. Yikes. Right. Radiator. There we go. That room's sorted. This might be a bit more difficult. So I could put like a radiator up here. Oh, and that's enough? Okay. Apparently that's enough. Can I get this? Oh, that's not classed as an exterior wall. Ah. Okay. So I don't think I can do anything apart with the cooling on the inside for now. I could do these little fans, but I might need multiple. So that's enough, but I'll do that for like the kind of... Right, it's kind of annoying, but until I got the AC on the roof, this is what it is. Right, so I think I'm going to color code the chairs, if that's possible. And by color code, can I actually change the color? Furniture color. I can, can't I? So this here. So if that one's orange, this one's... Right, we'll make this one green. And then these. So select all the furniture types. Paint the color. We'll make them blue. So there's like a little bit of different stuff going on. And right, we're pretty much good to go. So I want to pause it for a second because I now need to assign the teams and how I want them and where I want them to work. Right, we don't need that no more. Right, get away, Siri! Siri's listening to us, guys. Siri's listening to us right now. I don't think I've got any issues right now, so I think they can all now disappear. So if I get to manage my new teams, I'm going to need some more new teams. So we're going to call Coding is one of the new teams. We'll have Designers is the next new team. We'll have artists is the next new team. Market team here. I'm actually going to rename this team. There we go. To service, because it will contain my marketers and my support. And then I'm going to disband the core team. Goodbye, core team. So now we'll set it all up where everyone comes in at 7 and then everybody goes home at 4. Is that what I want? No, everyone goes home at 5. It's a good day's work, right? Then not hire employees, manage employees now. So myself, who is an all-rounder, I'm going to put myself obviously in the coding team. Courtney, who is a solid coder as well, programmer, put her in the coding team. Janice, who is also a programmer, she's going to go into the coding team. Mary, who's also a coder. Did we hire someone who wasn't a coder? It was Emma. And no, Emma is the service. We don't really have anybody who's... Oh, no, I'm sure we did. Here we go, the designer. Mary, even though she's got programming abilities, she was meant to be our designer. So change roles. Oh, scratch that. So change team to designers. There we go. So we don't really have any additional employees just yet. But this room here, we're then going to switch team to the coding. Here we switch team to, we'll have the artists in that one because it's red, and we'll have the designers in that one because it's blue, and then this one here can be my service team. That's literally all I need to do, right? That's all I need to do. Then obviously marketing, we've got the service team on. We then need to assign coding, design, and artist. Those 3 teams will always be assigned to something that we can't. No, I've done it wrong. Sorry. Unassign. Service on that. But from the get-go, we won't have anything going on, so we need to hire somebody in. Support. So service, support. And we'll do a medium. What's a high? Okay, a high salary. So we get some good applicants. Begin looking. It will be for the service team. So compatibility, amazing. But this dude is so old. I say it like it's a bad thing. Maybe I don't look for high. Just low then. Yeah, we get some youngers. So your boy Colin, who's only got 1 star. We can train him up. That's the difference. He's going to be service. So higher. So he's going to be on a service team, which will be for 2 of them. I don't think it's going to be enough. Now, I'm going to also need like programmers for the support. So I put the coding team on that as well. Right. Oh, this is going to be stressful, isn't it? It truly is going to be stressful. So let's fast forward. Do we have to wait a month? Oh, we do have to wait a month. Okay, so if we've got to wait a month, I might as well hire a few additional employees, right? So programmers then. If I begin looking, amazing compatibility. Your boy Matty and Dean. Oh no, we got to do it to the coding team. So because we made everyone compatible really amazingly, they should kind of vice versa be compatible with other teams, even though they're not going to work on any other teams. So Matty, and Nadine, we're going to hire both of these for the coding team. Right. If I then hire some additional designers, again, we'll train them all up. That's the difference. We'll train them all up. So for the designing team right now, we've got Rocco, Elvis, and Rose. 1, 2, 3. So we've got 4 designers. And we'll hire a couple of artists. So artists. So begin looking. If I do it for the coding team. So Elizabeth here, she's literally the only one amazing compatibility. So artist, so Elizabeth we hire. Now it's on the artist team. If I begin looking again. Oh, no new applicants. Right, I only want amazing compatibility, so we might have to come back and get somebody for that team. So one last thing I'll do right now for the service side. We got a marketing, we got support. I'll get a second support one. Support can handle this, so I don't really need to have my coders on. But you never know. So no new applicants. Service. Compatibility. Oh, it's not good. Right, okay, we'll scrap this. Next day. What's the issues? So a product has ran out of stock. We can't keep up with the support, but that's because that whole month there, nobody was here. So a product ran out of stock, which is Photoshop. Oh my goodness me. Okay, so I'm going to order some copies. I'm no way in any shape or form ready to kind of do anything just yet. So I'm going to order 200,000 copies. How much profit did we make? So far we left 400, we made 700,000. One, we didn't sell enough. And two, I assume we've got building costs now. Yeah, nearly $1 million in construction costs right now. Damn, boy, that's crazy. That is crazy. Okay. And while we're here, should I get him to do an update for Photoshop? So update. All the latest stuff. Teams. So coding, design, and artist. I throw all three teams on. Less than a year to update. There's a couple of bugs in. Do it. And do I need to port it, by the way? So, bam, bam, bam. Just out of interest. Wasn't there 2 operating systems recently? Oh, no, we did it. These are the available ones. Okay, forget that. No, we don't need to. Right, fast forward to when they come in. Right, here they are. They're now officially here in the brand new offices. This is where we're going to really learn and find out whether the employees that we've got are able to keep up with what's going down. So, some employees still haven't arrived yet. The rest are now here. So, maybe I do have to buy the car park to be able to use it. Maybe I do. So, support is, or marketing is now underway. We're doing the update, which is being blitzed through right now. And is the queue going down for the support? So it actually is going down. I don't know whether that is because of my one support dude. Is this my support dude right now? Oh, I haven't built a bathroom. I haven't built a bathroom, guys. How could I forget to build a bathroom? Yikes. Okay, right, we're going to have to kind of mishmash a bathroom down here. Oh, that is hilarious. The one thing I forgot to build. Right, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Right, if I do that, then do that, then merge them. Right, so then I can get a door here and here. That's hilarious. Right, I can do one of those little skinny windows. Oh no, it's too big for the bathroom. I've lost all my customization in here as well. Hey ho, there you go. So room, bathroom, it was staring right in my face. How could I forget it? How legit could I forget it? So we have to do this in a weird way now, don't we? Because isn't it if I put like a bunch of toilets down, they still can't use them? So don't I have to create like individual rooms? You know what I mean? Employees. Oh, okay. We can't have windows then apparently. Right. Dismantle. And okay, restroom sink. The hand dryer. Some bog roll stuff. Toilet roll. We got the hand dryer, so it's all good. I feel like, from what I can remember, I have to do something like this. And then have to put a door. Like that. Obviously, it's not the best system going. I do a shower as well. But it's a bathroom. That you cannot argue. So play mode now. We have a bathroom. I know I've got to redo that floor. But people can now use the restroom. And are we in a better mood? Right. Done the update, by the way, guys. We've done the update. So they're now slowly tearing through the backlog of bugs and fixes that we got to throw in. I'm wondering if I can hire another support employee right now. So compatibility is not perfect. There's not really a lot I can do, but it would be nice to have additional employees. So I'm going to hire you. Federico is great, so I'll hire him. That's his compatibility. I'm hiring people based on compatibility. That's literally all I'm doing for the service and see what happens. So let's get this month out the way. The marketing didn't really fully kind of get done, but that's okay. Next month, we sell a few more units. Oh, up to 3.5 million. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. We do have, okay, actually, the queued bugs are less than the previous month, so that is slowly going down. Once we've cleared them, then I'll have the support team just purely take over. But holy moly, this is going to be mental. So we do have to kind of then think about our next step, our next move, our next goal. I could create Photoshop 4. That's like guaranteed money almost. But what if I was to create an operating system? Just out of interest. Okay, if I go advanced and where do I select the teams? Right, design teams. Can I just do all of them? If I just put all the teams on it. Publisher. Okay, I won't do that just yet. Just to kind of then see what it's going to be. So if I had in... So I can't do network apparently. I can add it in. I can't add any of this stuff. So that's 4 years to do. Alright, if I just went through all 10 years. There's no dependencies as well. 10 years. I could probably take some years off. I took 5 years off not having custom themes. It is a lot of wasted interest. So what is the go-to operating system right now? So all software. Filter by operating system. Active. Frame OS is the big boy. Right, got the most users right now. Came out the most recent. So details on that. And then tech levels. Not tech levels. Is it features? Yeah, features. If I try and replicate these features on an operating system, we can then see how long it's going to take us to pretty much create it. So if I put these teams on it, just so we then know what features we're able to utilize. So audio, yes. 3D rendering, yes. Notifications falls under 2D. Plug and play is just here. File encryption is just there. Widgets is just here. Virtualization, there we go. User accounts, there we go. And custom themes. which that's the one that last time pushed us over the edge. Now, if I built it like for like, it will cost me 3 years of time to do it. Okay. Now, I could add some additional features in. We could add some audio stuff in, bit of surround sound maybe. That then bumps up the audio levels, microphone surveillance. What? Which then requires bandwidth, speech recognition. I could create a better operating system. So that is the basic stuff. I don't need to know any more information from that for just a moment. What is coming out in the future is what I need to know. So event calendar, we're in March. There is console operating system, antivirus, console operating system. So this full year, it's console stuff, antivirus, computer operating system. So it's the SeniacTWO in over a year's time. Then it's the next operating system, computer, almost 3 years down the road. So we've got time. We just need to make sure that we pump a lot of this in. So unified search, themes, Windows system, multitasking, system recovery. I'm just trying to see what we have the most. I mean, I know it's wasted interest. It might be wasted interest now, but eventually, and I'm probably going to want to create as well my own framework for this. So I'm going to call it OS. Now, we can do what we've done with Photoshop. It hasn't got to be our be-all, end-all best product. We can work upon it. So can I just take away some stuff to take some heat off? The approximate, because this can be all the base stuff and then we can work upon it after. Yeah, we'll do this. And do I call it Windows? Do I steal the ideas for the names? Operating system and all software. There is no Windows. Let's just throw it out there. Prices range from nearly 300 up to 130, or down to 130. Active users, 155 is the best one. I could kind of match that like for like, 155, but I'm going to obviously be a better stuff going on. Original IP, computer operating system, I'm going to call it Windows. I'm literally ripping off Windows. I'll call it Windows. I'm just going to call it Windows. That's literally all I'm going to call it. We're creating a framework as well. So when we create the next one, we've got the base stuff added into it. I have nothing for network because no one's really educated in my network stuff just yet. So that will be no good for us. Next. No dependencies, because sometimes you might need to depend on like a 2D editor or something like that. Next, so auto balance. There we go. Next, so publisher, funding. No, marketing. No, printing. No. I'm gonna try and do all this stuff myself. So let's just go with it. Let's just develop it. It's going to take a long time. Yes, I'm ready for it. I've got the money, the employees, the freedom right now to spend a lot of time into creating an operating system, which is going to take numerous years, which I'm completely well aware of. My marketing for today has been completely done. The support has been tearing through. And we've got a lot of way to go. So a lot of people are called in sick. We've made a bit more money than the previous month. Things are working out. Now, it's been a long-winded one. I understand that. We've done a lot of stuff. We've created a lot of stuff. I'm still trying to get my head around everything that's going on with my new office. It's going to take some time, but hopefully you guys are excited to see where this journey continues. So for now, we'll end it for here. I hope you did enjoy this. If you did, smash that like button down below. And until next time, guys, I'll see you all soon. So goodbye.